What's up everybody? On the menu today it is chicken and leek pie. It's a absolute classic. I love making it. Really easy to make and it doesn't take very long at all and it's quite simple. So you don't need to have any excuses not to make it. This is the run-of-the-mill sort of chicken and leek pie. A lot of variations you can do to it, but we'll keep it nice and simple and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Right, no holding back, we'll rip straight on into it. We're going to have a large pan on a high heat and all we're just going to do is fry our chicken. Now I've got two large breasts here that I've chopped up into cubes. You can chop it any way you want, but we're just going to fry them here until they're cooked. At the end we can season them with salt and pepper and we'll just put these aside to make the rest of our filling for our pie. Now we can work on the vegetable side of things, the leeks and whatnot. This is where you can have lots of variations. You can stick in pretty much anything you really want. So I've chosen to stick in leeks, celery and carrots today. So first of all, we're just going to get a large tablespoon of butter. Just going to melt this into our pan here. And then we're just going to chuck our leeks that we've sliced up into 1 centimeter rings. And then our celery that we've finely sliced, and also our carrots that we've also finely sliced. Now to this we can add in a nice chopped bunch of fresh thyme, and we're just going to add a little bit of garlic as well. You don't need to add the garlic, and we're just going to cook this for roughly about 15 minutes on a medium to high heat. This just ensures that everything's not really crunchy when you bite into your pie, everything's nice and soft. The carrots and the celery will actually add to the flavour, will be nice and sweet, and the thyme will make things start smelling fantastic and will taste divine. As you can see, everything's softened up nicely. You can add a little bit of pepper if you like, before we add 2 tablespoons of corn flour, or you can use normal flour, it's up to you. Corn flour will thicken a lot quicker. And we're just going to sort of mix this into our vegetables here before adding 285 milliliters of milk. So be careful here, it'll thicken quite rapidly if you're not watching it. So just keep the mixture moving and you'll find that the sauce will just start thickening very quickly, like I said, and it'll pull all the vegetables together. If you find that your mixture is really thick, then it's fine. We can just add a little bit more water. We're going to add a wine glass of water anyway. And also at this point, if you've got white wine on hand, you can also add in 1 cup of white wine instead of your wine glass of water. It'll taste really nice, and we're just going to let the alcohol simmer out of it until you got a nice thick sauce. As you can see here, it's not too thick and it's not too runny. It's quite loose. But this is what we're after. And to season it also, you can stick in a chicken stock cube if you like. It's not entirely necessary, but it will really help bring all the flavours together, especially with the chicken stock. Once our stock's all mixed in, we can stick in our chicken we cooked from earlier and just mix it in until everything's coated nicely with the sauce and the vegetables. Now we can put this aside as we work on our pastry. For our actual pie shell, our pastry, what we're going to need is a large pie dish. You see mine here. And we're just going to get some puff pastry that I've bought from the store and just simply line the greased pie dish. Now it doesn't matter if one single pastry sheet doesn't cover the bottom. Just simply cut smaller pieces out and jigsaw it up and make sure you press the joints together and you'll be fine, trust me. Once we've done our bottom, we can stick in our filling and smooth it across like I've done here so it's nice and even, and we're just going to put our puff pastry on the top to seal it in. Now you can be really neat here, you don't want a big puff pastry mess. Trim the edges where you need to and then fold the edges back in on themselves like I'm doing here, and you'll get a nice little puffy crust around the outsides. Now to finish off this pie before we stick it in the oven, we're just going to egg wash it. So for our egg wash, just grab 1 egg yolk and beat that with a little bit of water, and grab a paintbrush or a cooking brush not a paintbrush, a cooking brush, and then just egg wash the top of our pie. If you want to get fancy, use the back of your knife like I'm doing here, put a crisscross pattern in it. It'll make it look professional so you can impress people. You don't necessarily need to have it. Whack it in the oven, 180 degrees for about half an hour. It might go until 40 minutes. It's just until everything's nice and crisp, you've got a nice golden outside, and the pastry is cooked properly. Serve it up, and there you have it. It's a wonderfully easy pie. Doesn't require too much culinary skills, so there's no excuses, like I said, not to be making this to share with your family and friends. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.